916-339-1140. The biggest negative has to be free throw shooting. They hit free throws, and they are 2-1 right now. Yeah, you could play that game,
true.
certainly. You could play that game.
True.
And I will say this. I know last night in the first half, it was demoralizing. You give up 89 points, and you're down by like 20. But I will say, for 2.5 games, this team's been competitive. They're not getting blown out the water. Now, of course, the Clippers did not play John Wall or Kawhi Leonard, which helped you not get blown out of the water. Who knows if those two guys play, what that game looks like. But they've been competitive. In Portland, I think, they're 3-0, aren't they? So the Blazers are better than we thought they were going to be to start the season. I don't know if that's going to be the case by the time we get to the end of the season, but the Blazers have played better than people anticipated.
I won't call last night competitive. I refuse to call last night competitive.
I said half.
Okay.
I said 2.5 games. The second half last night was competitive. Now, of course, the Warriors sitting everybody for a while helped.
Yeah.
But if you look at, how these games have gone, you can argue that for 2.5 games, these puppies were neck and neck. And, last night in the first half, obviously not the case. Another text, if the Kings want me to buy tickets, play defense, and I'll think about buying tickets. Tired of the Ole. Yeah, I think there has been definitely some Ole going on. I would not say, though, to me, it hasn't been consistent. Maybe I'm wrong. But to me, it hasn't been a consistent problem. Last night, I think you had a perfect storm. You had Steph just going off, which is always, I don't know if it's always expected, but it's always certainly possible. And the defense, again, transition-wise, was terrible. And we're talking about after made baskets. Coach Brown talked about it. Like, when you make a bucket, you got to get back. A lot of
around high-fiving.
Yeah, like a lot of times when you see bad defenses, it's because they're not shooting well and they can't get back, and you've got an unbalanced floor on the other end. That's a problem. But when you're giving up buckets like they were giving up last night after you make a basket, that's a real problem.
Yeah.
So Coach Brown, we talked about it. His history, his calling card is defense, and you hope that it's only 3 games in, they figure it out and they play much better and at a higher level, because defensively they have not met the moment yet.
I do think we need to pump the brakes on pessimism and doom and gloom when you look at the big picture and look at the context of it and the fact of they're building something new. We knew it was a tough schedule coming out. Yesterday was ugly, but outside of that, I think we need to temper the doom and gloom and the pessimism, and I'll do my best to do so.